Yeah, Yannick's out the back because John's not here, so he's just keeping an eye out. He's keeping an eye out because there were a lot of footprints coming and going from that back door. So he's staying there to make sure that nothing shows up.
And the X beaks are safe.
And that the X beaks are safe as well. You guys all ventured in, yeah. So let's quickly just move over to a different point of view, to a different perspective for a minute here. So it started with a little scuttling sound. No one else had really been in this building since it was originally abandoned. There's a very thick, strong arm reaches out for a weapon in the darkness. And it's held tight to a chest, and there's a stifled, dissatisfied Soon enough, there's a creaking of a door that can be heard, and it's time to hide. Plus, how can we get word out to the others? I mean, surely they heard that as well. A moment passes, and all goes quiet. And again, before long, the scuttling sound can be heard again. It's going room to room now. Something is definitely here. And this thing steps backwards into the darkness and just waits. And it's not long before that scuttling sound has descended upon it, and its grip on its weapon tightens, and these two small red glowing eyes right down by the floor slowly fade from the smaller creature's eyes, and as it continues to sniff at the air. The weapon that was being held is raised, spun to reveal the sharpened tip of the war pick, and it slams down into the wooden floors, missing the small creature, the small weasel, by a whisker. "Fucking hell," the shadow whispers to itself, and as the red eyes of the weasel return, the owner of the weapon vanishes back into the darkness. The weasel darts off out of the room, and all that can be heard from downstairs is, "Housekeeping? Tonight, things will be
getting dicey."
Okay. All right, we've got the map. We've got the little map just as a bit of a visual. Actually, we've got to get some sounds going. We've got to always get the sounds going. Hopefully, it is working for everyone this week. It's pretty subtle sounds in this little abandoned house with the wind blowing outside. There's a lot of... This abandoned home has a lot of smashed windows that have been boarded over. So there's a lot of wind that is making its way into this part of this house as well. This tavern. Let's just get some of this wind going. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So yeah, there's wind coming in. It's cold. There's a lot of cold coming in from the outside. And despite that cold, the air in this tavern is quite thick. And it just reeks of filth. There's no lights, no candles, no nothing lit in this abandoned room that you're in. And so it's completely dark for everyone except Harkness, of course, with his magical eyes. And I assume, as you guys had first ventured in, Tobias had cast light on his sword as well. So there's a bit of light coming from Tobias's sword. Dandy, you're still up against this toppled, broken table that was wedged up against the main barred up door, and that's you were choosing to be there out of some sort of you're just stealthy. You just want to be in the shadows. You don't want to be spotted.
Yeah, I had planted myself there so I could look at the entries to the room, but now I'm wondering is that useful now that we're in pitch black? Although we were always in pitch black, because I forgot.
Well, Dandy knows that like dark vision exists, so the darkness to one may not be dark to others, you know. So she's still there. She's still hidden away. Tobias, yeah, you've just called out housekeeping to no response from upstairs, but that vision of the sharp metal thing fading off into the darkness, leaving this splintered hole in the floor in front of Winston is remaining in your mind.
Harkness, the only other bipedal person in here with me. I think they're not going to go for the housekeeping call, but I'm very confident there's something upstairs.
Harkness will throw a handful of ash at the stairs.
He just like tosses it out. It just it bursts out from your hand and just settles down on the stairs.
Yes, I think I've quite ruined the element of housekeeping. I feel like we should have been tidying rather than messying.
You messy and I tidy, and we charge them twice. How's that?
Yeah, that's even better.
Economics.
It's like those words that mean their own opposite. To dust.
Antonym? Antonym.
Hey.
That sounds like an antonym.
Marvelous.
What's the plan?
Right, are you guys...
There's no movement. There's no sounds.
But by the way, why are we yelling out housekeeping?
I was for sure that they would have pounced on that, knowing that we were downstairs, but it seems I was just a fool. What should we go upstairs and have a bit further investigation? We know that there's Drago here somewhere. And if the myths are anything to believe, it's going to be hard to pry them out of here.
We've cleared this floor, so and we've got Yannick on the exit, so it should be safe for us to go up the stairs without someone coming up behind us, right?
Solid. All right, Winston, you're with me. Winston's gonna zoom up the stairs on the furthest left side, closer to the wall than a human would safely step. And Tobias will walk up the stairs on his right.
Well, I've just moved you over to the top floor.
Oh, the lights!
Oh yeah, Dandy is basically you see Tobias make his way up the stairs, and the light is just shrinking and removing from the downstairs completely.
I'm kind of like relying on my hearing now.
Did you want to be just following up behind Tobias?
Yes.
Just stay
Why not?
nearby, Dandy.
Okay, if you have a look on the left-hand side, I've just put you onto the upper level.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah. And Harkness has put you over there as well.
All right. This hallway looks reminiscent of that hallway, Winston.
Yeah, I guess what I need to understand is what sort of... how are you approaching this upper floor? With what kind of... Yeah, what kind of mindset? What are you keeping an eye out for? Are you trying to walk gingerly? Are you making yourself known? What's Tobias... We'll start with Tobias and Winston up the front.
Tobias isn't being sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
He's using his knowledge from Winston's previous scouting session to sort of track through the upper floor and see if he can spot something that Winston didn't spot. He does have his greatsword ready.
Mm-hmm.
If he sees a war pick materialize in front of himself, he will ready a dodge action.
Okay. So okay, that's great.
So you saw what attacked Winston?
Just a glimpse of a shadow.
Oh.
There was certainly some implement or weapon that tried to brain me in. I mean, Winston. So we've got to be careful.
Yeah, so I'm trying to remember the back and forth that you did with Winston. So because there was some moving in and out of his vision. So you sent Winston into the building to do a basic investigation of the lower floor. You couldn't find anything. You guys entered. You then sent him upstairs, embodying him as he started running from room to room, finding nothing. You then came back out of Winston's vision and talked to the group. You then heard a sound from upstairs, so you quickly tried to communicate or connect back with Winston, only to see from a cupboard in the far left room. You remember this specifically, the layout. Far left room where this attack occurred, and you remember that because as he went running out of the room, you saw him sort of move past these other doors.
Ace, thank you. All right. Follow me, Winston, the only other creature in here. And Winston will
Nice.
zip forward
Cunning.
up to the doorway of where he remembered entering. And he's going to have a sniffly bit of a nose. He doesn't really want to go in, but Tobias is such a cool guy. He's got to do what he says. So he's going to zip into the room and hide under the bed.
Yeah, there's like as he approaches that doorway, Winston stops. He gets to the doorway, stops, and looks left and right before looking into the room and darting under the bed.
Yeah, cool. Tobias will just do a quick eye swap, blub, 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 and have a look around that room through Winston's glowing starlight speckled eyes.
Yeah, you're not seeing much other than like the open cupboard door, and over in front of that cupboard door is that splintered hole in the ground. Tobias, can you give me a perception roll?
Yes. Do you want a success or a failure? Because I'm
happy with either. I'm happy with
right.
Give me one of them. You pick, man.
Hoi! Tobias rolls 12 for 14.
Okay, cool. The hallway's a little different from when you saw it from Winston's point of view. The door you've just passed on the right, you're so sure that was open before. Maybe it was open a crack. You're sure it was open. They all were, because that's how Winston checked out all of the rooms on the floor.
Tobias will take his own eyeballs back. Blub, blub, blub. And Winston will be like, all right. Okay. Tobias bowls up to the door and he kicks it in with a boot. Housekeeping, I said.
Let's go over to Dandelion for a little bit. You've seen Tobias and Winston disappear around the corner and take the majority of the light with them. It's still spilling out into the landing at the top of the stairs. What are you doing, Dandy? Let's say this happens. I'm asking you this just as you've heard Tobias yell, "Housekeeping!" and kick in the door.
Okay, Dandy's going to press up against the wall on the inside of this corner and kind of stealthily and low try to see if she could see anything around the corner, and she's got her throwing hand free in case she needs to yeet a psychic blade.
Okay, you look around, you just see Tobias standing there, sword in hand, standing at the doorway that he's just kicked in. And so it was a really frail door. It wasn't really held on by much, and he's just kicked it down into the room. Harkness?
Harkness is currently stuck in the wall, but other than that, he is trying to be quiet and stealthy, but he is also 300 pounds and 7'2", so I assume things are creaking and cracking despite his best efforts.
Yeah, for sure.
But he's got his quarterstaff out in front of him, just wiggling it like a semi-blind person stick, but more at chest height or stomach height for normal people. He's also just going to make his way around the corner so that he can see down this corridor and make sure Dandy's got a bit of space. See Tobias kick down the door, and well, they really should have put a sign to say, do not disturb or come back later. So housekeeping gonna housekeep. But he's got his staff out. Wiggle, wiggle,
Is that
wiggle.
our party name now? Housekeeping?
Housekeeping.
John will come back and be like, "What the heck?"
You guys are
It's
not
like,
on
what's
as
this?
housekeeping.
What's this maid outfit for? Don't ask, Yannick. Don't ask.
Why is Yannick the only one that has it? Don't ask that either.
Okay. Well, let's go back to you, Tobias. You just kicked in this door. The door like just launches into the room and lands with a clatter up against a bed frame. You've seen this bed from Winston's point of view, but again, there's waste and blankets kind of piled up in different parts of the room. It's probably being used for sleeping, but it wouldn't be a very comfortable or hygienic resting spot.
Tobias is immediately going to turn around back to Winston and be like, "Do you see that kick? Oh, it's pretty good." Only other person in the building who's just a weasel. He's then going to do a quick step into the room and then do a 180 swipe with his greatsword.
Oh, nice.
Just clearing the room as if it's a broom made of steel and cutting rather than cleaning. Housekeeping!
Just this cleave through the air.
Yep.
And it just
That's
whips
cleaving.
up. It whips up a bunch of dust in the air that sort of settles back down onto the different piles of broken furniture and blankets around
No,
you.
housekeeping lung.
But on the other side of the room is another small door. You know, through the layouts of the rooms that you've been in, it's another cupboard, a little closet door.
Upon successfully sweeping, Tobias will do that another couple of times until he gets to the bed. So left and then right swings with his greatsword.
Okay.
Imagining he's just slew, 2 or 3 Jorga. Easy.
What about Winston?
Winston's securing underneath of the bed. He's like,
He's just
he said stay under the bed. I'm just going to stay under the bed.
okay. Yeah, cool.
Monsters chill there. This bed's obviously a legit bed, so
Okay,
he's good.
cool. Let's go back to Dandelion. I'm just going to keep moving through just to see what's happening. Is any new updates? You've seen Tobias. You've looked around. Tobias has gone in, and you can hear the sword swinging through the air.
Move around, trying to be as stealthy as I can. Oh, did Tobias mention that this is the room that he's in is the room he heard the noise in, or?
I don't know if he's mentioned any of that to you lot. Can you give me a perception roll, Dandy?
Perception.
Actually,
Can-
what? Sorry,
can
what
I,
is your passive
passive?
perception? Yeah.
Passive perception is 15.
Okay, cool. You hear like a little creak come from the door to your left.
Like a wind creak or a someone trying to be quiet creak?
You're not sure. It's just there is the sound of creaking from the wood. That everything else has not really creaked in that manner, but from the left-hand side, so the northern door that's closest to you, leaning into that room, you can see a little bit of Tobias's light as he swings it around. You can see a little bit of light moving into that room. You can see nothing in there, but there was a creak from within.
Can I whisper back to Harkness and be like, Harkness, I need the glow in the dark hanky. Harkness.
Pocket sand. Not at Dandy, to be clear.
Right in the face.
Hey, can you cast your magic light on the pocket sand?
Why, yes.
What are the
Can you
rules of
put
that?
I can touch one large or smaller object
What?
that's not being worn or carried by someone else.
One part of that ash glows? Like
A bag of
But it glows with a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey!
It's like flare on the ground. Boom!
Yeah. Where are you throwing it? So do you step
you go-
forward?
Well, I saw, Harkness saw Dandy kind of like side-eyeing the door to her north. And so when
You
she
would have
asked
seen
him for
like a little ear.
as he was throwing this pocket sand, he says, Vico MBI, and one particle of it lights up.
Just
So
this
somehow-
blinding.
Oh,
This-
it'll look like a little what do you call them? Firefly, and it's just like
Yeah.
whee, riding the little air currents.
It's actually like beautiful. There's like a moment of beauty in this as you throw this handful of this ash into. You're throwing it into the room to the north.
From where he is, he can only really throw it towards the door. Like he's trying to get it.
Oh, right. So
Get
you're
it around
not
that door as much
you're
as
not you're not moving forward and throwing
Oh
it.
hell no!
You,
There's Droger in there.
you don't know there's Draugr anywhere. Okay, well you throw it and it lands basically at the door. But there's this beautiful moment as that cloud of ash moves and starts separating, where that tiny mote is like floating in the midst of this cloud, and it's this bright cloud that dissipates out as it separates away, and this glowing white hot looking mote just settles in the doorway of
Woohoo!
center of the doorway on the floor, lighting up that room fully. You don't see, and it's just this moment, I think, Dandy, that you're holding your breath to see what appears in the darkness, and as it moves and all the shadows are cast from the smoke cloud, the ashy cloud, it settles to reveal nothing in the room whatsoever. But there is another creek off to the east, further down the hallway, and you look down the hallway. And enough of the light, because of this thrown ash, it's lit up, and there was nothing down there. There was another creek, a very similar sounding creek.
Okay, further down the hallway. Okay, I'm gonna stealth. She's gonna rub her glove over where the ring is now, because she would have put it on, and it's under her glove, and she's like, strong, brave.
What's the passive perception of both Harkness and Tobias?
12 for Harkness.
All right, so Harkness, you haven't heard, neither of you have heard these creaks at all. It's just you, Dandy.
I'm gonna stealth my way towards the creek, keeping tight against the wall, and leaving my throwing hand free.
Yeah, you notice that with the amount of light coming off that moat on the ground, there's no shadows to hide in this corridor. So you're just pressed up against this wall, hoping not to be seen. So are you going to be moving down the, feel free to move your token to wherever it is you are stealthing yourself.
Stealthy.
Okay.
Keep it low.
Okay, let's go back to Harkness.
Maybe I'll go to the darker side of the hallway. Is that okay?
Yeah, totally. So you kind of slip into a little bit of that darkness there.
Into a little shadow. Boop.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Harkness. You just throw on this, and Dandy's acting a little strange, darting from wall to wall, sliding into the darkness of that corridor.
Are you okay?
She's got her stealth music on. Da.
Oh, stealth mode, I see.
Does a couple of SWAT moves. Is I'm looking over here. No words. She's just doing all these hand signals.
Sounds like... What? Oh, okay. Okay. So Harkness is going to assume that he's meant to come up. And as he gets to this door, he's just going to get his quarterstaff and try and close the door.
Oh, okay, yeah, you just yeah. So unfortunately, most doors in bedrooms and stuff, they open inwards into the rooms. So
but if there's a doorknob or something, he's just going to try and be
yeah,
and pull it back until he can just grab it and shut it properly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you do that, and it moves. It's it moves maybe 4 or 5 inches before it feels like it's being caught on something. And
Pocket sand.
okay, yeah. How much ash do you have in this little baggie? Because you've used what, 4 now?
I mean, like I said, he got a thing and just made a big pile in the middle, and I
Yeah,
think there's a.
there is like a number of times you can do this with handfuls of ash.
It'll be
So-
like Indiana Jones's bag of sand.
So, do we say you've got like 5 uses of this? I think 5 is a pretty good, and you've used 4. This is like your 4th throw.
Yep. Okay. 4th one. Yeah.
Can everyone just select their tokens and roll initiative, please? I think
Oh.
now is a good time to go into initiative order.
Oh no! You
I feel like
pocket
when you said it
sanded
wasn't
this.
a battle map, you lied.
Tobias confidently rolls a 4.
It wasn't a battle map at the time.
Dandelion rolls 23
I can't even find my initiative. It's somewhere.
at the top.
It's near inspiration, top left quadrant.
I see it. It had a big 0, and that's why I wasn't looking at it.
And I'll just roll Yarnix, although we need
7
to
for
figure out.
Harkness.
Okay, we need to figure out what exactly. I can't even load Yarnix
Yannick's
character
outside
sheet.
humming to himself and occasionally singing, "There's a place I like to go."
Yeah, can someone just give me a D20 for Yarnik? We'll just go with a D20.
Naked D20,
Yeah.
14.
Oh, it looks like people are on here twice, maybe. Oops. Maybe there was a hangover from the last battle that we had. What did you roll? Sorry, Harkness. 7, was it?
Yes, 7.
And Tobias?
4.
Okay. And Dandy?
23.
It was a good roll. All right, let's just order that in descending order. The top of the order. Okay, so, well, what I'll say, Harkness, only you see this, right? And you haven't had time to react, so it's not something Dandy is aware of at all. You throw this ash, and you can just see it settle on this hand holding the door open, and this arm, and then like it catches in like the beard and balding head of this stout creature in the doorway. Okay, but we are at the top of the turn order
This
with
was a battle map.
top of the turn order with Dandy.
Do I hear or notice anything? If I'm
You just notice that Harkness is like trying to hook the door and it seems to like be stuck, but he's just clearly doing the Harkness thing of like closing these doors and trying to be safe.
and it's not like his
he has
eyes
not
have gone
had-
big.
You've seen him, maybe you look back and you see him throw more of his ash as he's been doing, right? But we are starting this turn order with the form being revealed to him. He's had no time to react.
And I haven't seen any of this.
You're not in an area that you can see.
Then she, oh no,
So what
player
was
knowledge. So she was walking towards the creaking.
Yeah, was that what she would still be doing? Because actually, you know what? To be fair, you would have heard more creaking. So you would have heard more creaking from that room, like sounding closer. And then you see Tobias like reaching for this door that's being stuck. So feel free to do with that what you will. They also heard the creaking on your right, also getting closer.
Why is there so much creaking? Okay, so which is closest to me? The creaking in the room or the creaking in the hallway?
Well, you know, the one in the hallway is like around the corner. It's hard to get. They sound pretty similar, distanced.
I'm gonna say she goes back to the room just because the creaking's back, but it's closer.
Okay.
But she's gonna do her low stealthy look around the corner thing again.
Yeah. There's you notice that Harkness is hooked onto this door handle for this room, and he's pulling it, and you're like, it takes you a little bit to realize what's going on, what he's fighting against, especially just because you don't know what to expect, right? At first, it just looks like some ash in the air until you realize there's form to that ash, and it's settled along the brow. And it's just this angry looking brow, and only half of him is kind of covered. And you see one of its hands holding the door open. But it's like you only see half of it. You don't see what its other arm is doing. You don't see its other leg.
How tall is this guy? Like where's the beard?
Not too tall. It only looks to be about like 4.5 foot tall.
Oh, sweet. So it's a
sweet.
itty bitty bit taller than me.
Yeah. Just a little bit taller than you.
Okay, she's going to be like, son of a, because she did not think she was going to see it right there in the doorway, and she's going to drive Psychic Blade up into its chin, like underneath its chin.
Oh,
Like
just going,
uppercut.
straight for it. Okay, give me a roll to hit. So wait a minute. Wait. Are you?
Sorry.
Are you doing melee distance? So you're going in and closing the distance, or are you throwing?
Because she went right up to the edge of the
Yeah,
door
yeah.
and snuck a look around, and then it's like right there, and it's like, oh.
Well, it's about five. It's like he's in the room. He's about 5 feet into the room. So yeah.
I thought he was
'Cause
like right there holding the door.
the door's like in an open state still, so he's still got that distance of the door into the room. You know what I mean? So he's
okay.
See, yeah.
In that case, instead of like punching him up, she's just gonna throw it at him.
Okay, cool. That is a roll of 14 to a total of 20, which is a hit. You can see it's wearing some kind of scale mail, and then you may even see like propped maybe behind it or on its back as like a hint of a shield on its back. But that blade just goes straight into it. Roll for damage.
Damage. What have we got? 7 psychic plus 7. Do I get the?
No, we're not. No one's. You didn't have surprise, and you don't have someone within 5, an ally within melee distance of it. So it's just 7, which is still good.
Okay.
Is Harkness not within 5?
Can you see his token? Can you see the token in the room? Is that visible?
I can't see a token. No.
Oh, you can't? That's probably why things are very confusing. No, like the door is still open, but there's. Why can you not see
I
that?
can see it if that helps.
Harkness, if you go like this, now you can probably see.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. So and Dandy, if you go like that, you can probably see where he is.
Should I just move her there for like understanding, or?
I mean, I'm happy if you guys.
Say that.
You can hold down Alt and kind of like straddle a line if you want to. It's up to you guys. We're using theater of the mind anyway. If you want to move tokens to just see things, you're welcome to. As long as we have like a base for where your character is the idea. So yeah, he's we're not taking that stealth sneak attack damage on this one.
So she's like, holy crap.
Yeah, having like taken damage, it just lets out this grumbling bellow, like really loud now, just like as if to kind of call out to all and sundry.
Oh, you don't want to do that. No.
Anything else? Any bonus actions or
bonus action? Can I attack again or no?
Do you have a bonus action that lets you attack again?
I can't remember. Oh, maybe that's sneak attack. Sorry,
Yeah. I don't think
my brain.
That's
okay.
okay.
I have double? No, I don't have double. That's somebody else. I'm thinking of.
Okay, well it is the Dwerge's turn. What is standing in front of you is definitely a Dwerge. Invisible, very smallish, kind of like dwarvish build. What were you?
Sorry, could I hide?
Yeah, actually, what is the psychic blades? Isn't there like some sort of double attack thing with psychic blades? Is that what you were thinking about?
I think she's going for
You can
bonus
make
action hide as
you can make a melee or
rogue.
ranged attack with a second psychic blade as a bonus action. So you can
Okay.
use a psychic blade as a bonus action as well.
Okay. In that case, yes, I'll do it again.
Okay, great.
Hui.
Give us another roll.
Oh,
Oh,
crit!
Okay, that's
true.
Crit
That's
with
actually-
my offhand.
amazing.
Critical.
Give me damage and crit. Give me crit damage.
All the damage.
Actually, damage and crit damage.
Both of them? Okay, well, that was crit.
Yeah, and we're going to ignore that the sneak attack
Custom.
section.
Okay. And then damage. Okay, so damage was 8 plus 10 for the crit. So 18.
Okay. This is like massive damage. Where does the second blade go?
Just, I guess in his face. Right in his face.
Yeah.
It's first one is kind of like, whoop, and then the second one's like, huh.
It's crazy, right? Because it doesn't do physical damage. It doesn't do physical damage. It does psychic damage. So there's no blood. It's not gory. It's just this shimmering blade that slams.
It just goes.
The first one into his like chin area, and the second one slams like directly between his eyes, and he's just like his hand like drops down off the door.
And apparently it doesn't hang around. You just see it like slip in, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's awesome.
Wow.
Okay.
So brutal.
You've got some movement. You can't hide now that you've used your bonus action on doing that, but you can move if you want to move.
Is he dead?
We're standing.
Just gonna duck back here.
Yeah, you
Take cover.
it's the
What did I just see? What did I just do?
there's like a muttering under his breath. It's very stilted. It's very messy. And you see his hand at his side shake and shudder, and the ash kind of like pulsates and pops as it like grows in size. His whole body starts to shimmer and shake, and in one giant jolt, he doubles in size. And then the ash kind of gets thrown up, ejects up off him for a moment before settling back down on him, and he just face plants dead onto the ground in front of you.
Why did he grow big and then die?
There's like a clamoring as you hear what sounds like an old bed or some furniture being thrown, like lifted and turfed into a wall. And there
In the
room? In somewhere upstairs, somewhere up here.
Oh, shucks.
Dandy, you're hearing it off to like the east. It's not coming from Tobias's room. Somewhere off to the east is just the sound of this furniture being thrown, dismantled.
Guys, I think we kicked a really ugly hornet's nest.
What is Winston's AC?
Oh no! No! Save the
Shift click,
weasel.
wasn't it?
Shift double click, I think.
Yeah, that's the one. AC of intimidatingly 13.
And HP of
1.
this. You hear just like the tossing of furniture, and then just another sound that you've heard before, just this down into the ground. This time, there's no squeak or call out, just silence. That's all you hear.
Because he missed. Right?
Yeah, of course. Well, you don't know. You don't know. You're not currently connected to Winston. You don't know what's happened with Winston at this point.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I can just tell you what you heard. Tobias, you've heard. Everyone's heard this now. There's that creaking that you heard to your east, Dandy. is now like a thudding of footsteps, almost running towards you. The first 2 or 3 steps are heavy. The next 3 or 4 are heavier. And you hear like a similar muttering that you heard before. And you can feel like this heat behind you, like right behind you now.
In the wall?
Sorry, I assumed you were facing to the west. To your left then. So if with your back against the wall, you just feel this warmth and this odor like right from beside you. That is... I'm just thinking...
Harkness, get in the room. Get in the room, Harkness.
I'm gonna like end it there. I think with the sound of that like bellowing, Yannick definitely heard it from downstairs. Definitely.
We too have dwarves.
What? Now Yannick knows he's meant to be keeping an eye, but he's heard this horrible bellow. I'm going to put it to you guys to decide what Yannick does. Tell me what Yannick does. Feel free to discuss it. What do you think his motivations might be? What do you think he's going to be doing?
I reckon
he's
Yannick would go to where there's trouble.
Yeah,
He'd just like grab his warhammer, right?
Because everywhere we've been, every time there's a fight, he'll be like, put a hand on someone and push them behind, and then he's like, "Hook."
Yeah.
Like Big Yeti.
Yeah. No, I like that. I think that makes sense. He always seems to be the first to like reach for his weapon and close the distance. I am having trouble selecting his character sheet,
Is it a token?
unfortunately. No, it's just character sheet's not loading at all for me. So I don't think he's going to get much in the way of movement at this point. Actions, because he's downstairs. So he's probably just going to like burst in the door. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50. And he's just going to dash towards the stairs. And hopefully by the time he gets upstairs, I'll have my character sheet available to...
Maybe under his breath he'll be like, Morden preserve them.
Nice. Maybe I can open it here. Do you guys have his character sheet? I think I might have shared it with everyone, so if you guys can open it, please do.
Negative.
I cannot.
Okay,
No,
okay, no, that's good. Looks like I can with my other version, so that's great. Okay, Yannick he's also shouting out. He shouts out because he's like, is everything okay? Like he's shouting out. Harkness.
See, for me, the player, I've got this very much that jelly scene from Jurassic Park.
Okay,
Yes.
It's just sitting there happily, and then like Dandy is not impressed. And so he's going to kind of look at her face briefly, and then pocket sand.
Right, so this is your last use of pocket
Just find
sand.
pocket sand. Yeah.
You're just like over Dandy, like just like so it's
Yeah,
gonna
biff
get.
it past Dandy's. Just blah. That's.
I mean, it's a wad of ash. It's gonna
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
on. It's definitely gonna get on Dandy as well. Dandy, you look in, Harkness just throws this thing of ash,
Duck.
and he's aiming. He's like aiming over you, but it's getting in some of your like fur and your
Drifty
hood.
down.
Yeah. And it just from your point of view, Harkness, it just covers this like lower torso of this creature that is clearly towering over Dandy.
Did that count as an action, or maybe a bonus action? I mean, it's just like whipping something out of your pocket. Yeah.
I mean, it's just throwing a dagger. Of course it's an action. Throwing a dagger would be an action.
Okay then. Seeing this, Harkness has words, and those words are "Huendak Iv Isi" as the ice crystals begin to form around his body and then start coming out as icy spikes, and he casts Armor of Agathis on himself.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Anything else from Harkness?
No, he's gonna leave space for Tobias to save us.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tobias.
Yeah, speaking of which, Tobias?
Tobias is going to have this giant flash of light behind him, and then a big roar, and then a whole bunch of stuff going on. And he was pretty sure there was going to be a Droga under this bed, but maybe not. So he's going to spin himself around, dash back to his party, get himself
The
to this
moment
point.
you start heading towards that door, a Draugr with a readied action, moves.
Why you do this, GM?
Moves into action. The door to that cupboard just like shatters, just absolutely explodes. Not under the any kind of invisibility spell. You just see this big hand grab the side of the cupboard of the doorway and wedge himself out. He's got a shield in one hand and this giant war pick in the other, and he just starts banging the ground in front of him as he steps out into the room.
And then falls through the floor because he banged it with pickets.
So standing, let me just make that invisible, is this enormous, grey-skinned, bearded, bald Draugr with a scowl. He says, "You fucking bring it!"
If that is happening, Tobias wouldn't have got that far. So I can.
Yeah, because it's like the moment
cool.
you turn around and to like start taking those first couple of steps, you maybe make like you've done. You've got 5 feet from your position when he just like bursts out.
Cool. With that, Tobias will taste steel, fiend, and he'll swing his greatsword into the chops of this lovely gentleman. With a 23.
As a good hit, please roll for damage.
Damage. 7
Smack him.
slashing damage.
Yeah.
Whoosha.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you slash across him, and he just says, "That's nothing, little guy," as he just like looks down at you.
As a bonus action, Tobias will blip, blip. Winston, bite him.
Nothing. You can't connect. Winston has been killed.
That hurts Tobias in his feelings.
We had hoped for it not to be true, but
With 1 HP, it's pretty hard to stay alive.
Yeah.
one for me and one for my Winston.
Anything else?
That's it, thanks.
Yeah, you spend like
one drink for your fallen homie.
you spend like a moment just kind of like trying to blink into just seeing Winston so you can just send one message to him, and there's just no connection no matter how hard you try. And the dwerger in front of you like snaps you back to reality with like a slam of the hammer side of his warpick against his shield. Come back to me, boy.
I just had ash in my eye.
And that's where we'll take a
Aw.
5 minute. We'll take a 5-minute break there.
No, Winston, no.
Well, this is going well.
Yeah.
I had mentally prepared for teeny tiny Drogas.
Right. Well, you've killed
Can
one.
I didn't realize they can change size. Is that
Yeah.
I think we
That's
mentioned
okay.
that. I think we mentioned that last week when you were learning, sharing character information about Draugrs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oops. Hang on.
Thank you
that's a
to thanks to CJ Flanagan for chucking into the chat about the psychic blades allowing for a second throw. So that enabled me to just to quickly check that up, and definitely right. So thank you for that. 'Cause sometimes it's hard to get across every single rule, especially when you've only done something a couple of times. So I very much appreciate that. I'm just going to put my fan on for a second because
Thanks for having my back.
Yeah. Well, we know the players do. I'm sure they've got your backs more than they've got mine, so that's good. That's how you want it to be. Let's have a quick look. Anything else? Did I miss anything else? Drop Shadow says, "Stay frosty, Harkness." Harkness looks the most crushed at the news of Winston.
It's still raw for
Yeah.
Harkness.
Yeah.
It's like losing a Pokemon in battle, right?
Well, they only pass out.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
Unless you do a Nuzlocke.
True. Yeah, those are brutal.
Nuzlocke?
Nuzlocke is like it's like a forced rules, like self-imposed rules on how to play Pokemon, where you can only, if you catch a Pokemon, it has to go into your group of usable Pokemon. If you get it, you have to use it. And you can only put something else in if one of them dies. And if one gets knocked out, you've got to release it. So it acts as a death. So it's kind of just like a hard mode for Pokemon.
Dang.
And you
Is
have
that
to
the-
name them so
You
that
have to-
you have
yeah.
emotional attachment.
Jules
Yeah.
and Jops. No.
Oh, Jobs. Yes. Yes.
Snowflake
Lyndon,
1, Snowflake 2. Oh, sorry, Snowball 1, Snowball 2.
Lyndon in the chat says, "Little friendies getting killed. It's a familiar story."
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so you guys have got some Draugrs now, finally. Has not quite what you were expecting then, Reese.
Not hiding under the bed either. Surely that's where monsters like hanging out, right? Poopy bed.
That and cupboards,
Let's
man.
go.
Monsters love
Cupboards.
living in closets.
Yeah, fair.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad that the walls are really thin and they're not like crawling around in the wall.
Right,
They're in the
true.
vents.
I should have. Now I need to do thick walls so I can do stuff like that.
No, alien steez. It's happening again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I just found out because I was going back through some records. My GD anniversary is like the 18th of February.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
That's awesome. Wait,
happy anniversary in the future.
Yeah,
isn't that like 2 years, right?
it is. Isn't it cute?
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's huge.
Doesn't feel that long.
That's actually really cool. You're very
But
much
you guys
part
have
of
been
the,
going,
part
like-
of the group now.
You guys have been going forever.
I want to
And
say
by
like
forever, I mean like 8 years.
yeah. I think it's literally just like 8 years. Oh wait, hell, I think it was 7 years when we started like me DMing. I think, and then we had a 3-year. Oh, I had a 3-year long campaign run by John before that.
Oh.
Which we started streaming that one sort of relatively early on. And that was where the Getting Dicey name came from. As in, I was just like, holy shit, I'm new to D&D and this rules. And if I'm enjoying playing it this much, then surely people will enjoy like hearing it as well, right? That was my thinking. So we streamed it out. And then by the time we finished off Storm King's Thunder, John wasn't really keen to do any more DMing, and I'd never DM'd before, and I only ever played like one campaign, and I was like, I'll give it a go, I guess. And it's been 7 years of giving it a go, maybe even close to 8 now, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lost Mind, April 15th, 2019.
Okay, so almost 7 years. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool. Wait, what did you get that? Was that from YouTube or?
This was just my own notes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I entered Storm King's Thunder in 2018 in May, and you guys
Yeah.
have been going for quite a while then.
I think we started in like early maybe mid 2016. I want to say
Oh, yeah.
it's whenever I created my Roll20 account actually. So whenever that was, yeah, it's fun times.
Yes, I've been having a lot of fun with you guys. You're a good time.
Loved having you. I've loved having you.
Is the Feb anniversary Alien?
That would be right. Your thing, the first thing you did with us was Alien.
Yes, because
Yeah.
there was that whole like joining with Alien and then suddenly remembering, wait, my least favorite genre is body horror. Why am I in an Alien game?
That's awesome. I did remember you being quite squeamish with a lot of what was going on.
And then that when the alien turned up, just hiding in my own clothing.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It
So that
was
would
so
be-
scary.
So you were there for that as well. So it's 2 years for you as well, but you just had like a year break in between the 2 years.
A sabbatical, yeah.
Yeah. CJ Flanagan said Storm King's Thunder was his first DMing experience. It's cool, man. I think I feel for John. John had a hard time DMing that one because we had some players who, first of all, I think overall we had maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe seven or eight swap like people. I think there was 4 of us at the end, but there was maybe 5 of us, five players at the end. But we started with 4 players, but then people dropped out and joined in and dropped out along the way until we had like a group at the end. And also we had some players who just who I've spoken to, one of them recently, who was just like, he just doesn't get Dungeons and Dragons. He doesn't understand it. He kept trying to like figure out the rules by just doing the most insane shit. And yeah, it was not a good fit, not a good fit for. Like you said, even he admits he doesn't really get it. Cool. But yeah, Storm King's Thunder is great. I think John cut a lot of the content because it was so big. And that was like a 3-year campaign, I think, 2.5 years, something like that. Cool. And Reese, you've been in everything except Curse of Strahd, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Veteran.
Yeah. I'm still hoping I can convince Joe to get in on this campaign. We're still relatively early in. She's just got a lot of stuff happening at the moment, plus long COVID. But if we can figure it out, this has to be the easiest campaign to introduce a new character for sure. I think it'd be like someone's been journeying around and you've just bumped into them. This is that person. I feel like it'll be that easy. So I'm hoping.
Is there a favorite character that you can tempt her in with? It'd be like,
we've talked about like what kind of character she'd want to be, and I think she'd be aiming as like orc barbarian. I think she was like really keen on, which is so completely different to like. Oh no, actually, one of the characters she played, we did like a flashback origin story for one of the characters during Curse of Strahd. So basically all the characters in Curse of Strahd had backstories in Lost Mine, except for one player who joined in Curse of Strahd. So we did like this little origin 3 episode thing. What he got up to was like a level 1 character, up to level 5, kind of just like a little thing. And Joe played I think it was a Goliath. Might have been even a Goliath barbarian, but it was fun. I think she just liked
Warlock,
being
wasn't she?
I don't remember. I thought it was a.
Didn't she?
I know
like,
it was a
magic
strong
braces or something.
Oh yeah, that's right. But she was also big and strong because she's a Goliath. So yeah, and throwing people overboard and stuff like that with glee. It's super fun. That's right. Yeah, I think it was a warlock.
I remember thinking, yay, Harkness is such an interesting original character, and then I listened to that and I'm like, wow. Goody. I just copied Joe's character then.
yeah. No, it's great. It was good. You've got your own take on it, which is fantastic. It's awesome. Loving Harkness, loving all the characters. Speaking of which, let's get back to
killing them.
All right. Where are we up to? Tobias just had his turn. We're back at the top of the turn order with Dandy. Tobias is just like throwing this ash at you, and it sort of startles you because this Dwerger that you've thrown these blades at is like collapsed down dead onto the ground as it fades away from being invisible back to its visible form, dead on the ground of this room. And then so there's multiple things happened. You felt like you heard and felt the stomping of these things, this big heat from behind you, and then Harkness pocket sands you with the last of his ashes. Poof, it gets in your eyes and you kind of blink and turn around to see you're staring at like the chest, maybe just below the chest of this.
Is it like literally in the next square right next to me?
It is. Yeah, well, I'll reveal it because it is semi-visible, so you kind of do need to know where the token is.
Oh, shucks.
It's very close, isn't it?
And not only is it close, but it does have like a hand up in the air with, and you can't see the ash isn't showing what is in the end of his hand.
I stab him in the groin.
You can't go right there. No, okay, roll to stab in the groin.
Psychic blade to the groin. I just kind of tickle him with it.
Now, do you have inspiration?
I do.
Do you want to
Well,
use inspiration?
I do. Inspire my nutshot. Come on, let's go again. Wait, is inspiration like I can reroll or it's not that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll for
Rewind.
vasectomy.
Yes. No more babies for you.
Another one.
15?
Is this with your psychic blade? It is with
Yes,
your
psychic blade.
Yeah, you use your psychic blade, and it just like they're very bushy, bearded creatures, and what you think is like a surefire move to his jugular. Because actually, so you were going for his nuts, weren't you? It's very bushy and bearded down there.
Roll to bushwhack.
You know, it's not a hit. You've missed, unfortunately. This blade misses.
God damn. Okay.
You do have the bonus action, and you also have movement.
I do. I might bunny hop my ass out of the way.
It will open up for opportunity attack.
Your bonus
No.
action disengage.
Not
Oh
with,
yeah, you
not
could
with bunny hop.
disengage. Oh, that's right. Bunny hop is super good. That's right.
Bunny hop does not provoke opportunity
I
attacks.
forgot about bunny hop. I thought you were just like using a very descriptive
No.
language for how you're getting
Sorry.
out of there.
Oh, sorry. It's called rabbit hop.
Yeah,
Rabbit
there you
hop.
go.
Hui.
Boonk, whereabouts are you jumping to? You can jump. What is it like? Your strength score, isn't it? So
It is. Sorry. Number of feet equal to 5 times proficiency.
proficiency.
bonus.
So what's your proficiency?
Proficiency bonus. Proficiency bonus. Where would I live if I was proficiency bonus? There it is. 2.
So you can
So 5.
basically
10 feet.
bounce 2 squares away.
Ah, like next to Harkness, maybe?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Ba-boing!
Oh, I'll deal with them then. I suppose.
Oh my god, he's so hairy. It was gross.
She's like, it's just like, yeah.
It's like, it was a psychic blade, so it was kind of like I touched it with my mind.
Danny takes psychic damage. Yeah.
Yeah. You've still theoretically got movement if you wanted to use movement. You've heard Yannick shouting, "Is everything all right?"
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay. He's on his way. He is on his way. Okay.
Can I do anything else? No, I don't think I could do anything else.
You've got movement, and that's it. If you wanted to move.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. It is the Dwerge's turn. We're going to start with the one next to Tobias. The weapon in his hand, like his shield and his war pick, look to have scaled up with him. Everything he's wearing, everything he's holding is this giant size. And that war pick that he's holding is looking incredibly dangerous as he lifts it up. It's a roll of 16.
Oh, I do have 16.
That's a meets beats. As he brings down, like he's been banging the hammer side of that war pick against his shield, he brings it up, spins it around, sharp pick side down, and just brings it down towards Tobias, doing 16 piercing damage.
Tobias starts bleeding. Scoundrel!
I'm just checking to see if there's anything else I need to worry about.
Not in his pretty face, please.
Yeah, no, that's all that's going to happen. He is going to like close the distance a bit more as well, menacingly. The Dwerger in the corridor is continuing that pace with its arm up in the air. He like brings one arm to wipe away like the ash from his face, and that part of his head is now just like invisible.
No.
He charges in, and he is right-handed, and Harkness is on the right. He just brings down his arm. It's invisible. His arm's invisible. You're not sure what's in his arm.
See, Harkness, though, I'd like to point out, is actually quite lucky. And that applies sometimes when people attack him. Like maybe his hammer, he's a bit too tall, it's going to scrape on the ceiling, and he's going to get disadvantage on that attack.
Is this just something you're hoping, Mead?
No, it's my feat. I have the lucky feat.
Oh, right. I thought lucky just meant you couldn't roll ones.
No, I can either re-roll, or I can get someone... Oh, so I can give myself advantage, or someone else disadvantage against him.
Oh, okay. So this is rolling with
I was just
disadvantage.
flavouring it. I was trying to be narrative here, Jim.
I gotta know that. I gotta know this stuff.
Get on my level!
Tell me the rules and then flavor away. Okay, yeah, cool. We're gonna roll with disadvantage here.
That's a lot of dice.
With disadvantage, it is a roll of 18.
No!
I'll allow it.
And it's like this, and you can see like the part of his arm, like his shoulder, like bulge with tension as the something comes down, and then you just feel this sharpness puncture into your shoulder or side or somewhere on your side. 9 piercing damage. It's just
That's not so bad then.
the weight of this thing as well, just immense.
The good news is that when he strikes Harkness's shoulder, some of those ice crystals shard and kind of fly out and give him 5 points of damage in return.
Oh, fantastic. We'll take it. I'll allow it. In the great words of
I'm glad
Harkness.
we've reached an accord.
yeah. He's just like, because he's probably not too much taller than you, Harkness. Like you're taking up a lot of this corridor.
He's a big boy.
Yeah. And he's blue as well. He's kind of grayish blue, more of a grayish blue than your hue. And he takes some of that splinters off, and you can see little bits of these icicles like puncturing into his face. He goes, "You'll fucking pay for that, you piece of shit."
You just stabbed me.
Downstairs, Yannick is running for the stairs. He's running at full sprint. As you can see in the dark, he can see the stairs, but what he can't see is the Dwerger standing right in front of him. He just hits, bam, and falls back down onto the ground. Although he doesn't know what he's hit, he just knows he hit something that he cannot see. He clambers to his feet. And moves back a little bit to try and see what exactly was going on.
But he knew that there were Dwergers in the building because we were talking about outside, right?
Yeah. So like he's like, but he thinks there's something going on upstairs. He's hit something, bam, and he's fallen back, and he's putting it together. It's like in the moment he gets up, he backs off a little bit to try and figure something out. And what is Yannick's AC? 19. Okay, that's okay. I'm going to say the Dwerger rolled with disadvantage because it probably wasn't expecting the full force of this dwarf to run into it either. But it did see him back off, and he grabs its war pick and tries to attack. It just hits the ground in front of Yannick, who sort of realizes the danger he's in. He grabs his warhammer with both hands, takes a step forward, and just swings. It's a miss. He rolled 14, which is unfortunately a miss. Actually, with with it being invisible, I'd say it's probably with disadvantage as well, actually. So he rolls a 6, and it just clings off something. Just cling! You can hear that sound from upstairs. There's some... Because it's, you're only a matter of feet, really, away from each other, like dozens of feet away. And you have... Harkness, Dandy, you were expecting to see Yannick by now. And then you hear, like, the sound of some sort of skirmish happening at the bottom. Oh, wait a second. I just need to check, actually. Do they... Oh, actually, sorry. Yeah, no, it would be visible. The moment it attacks, it becomes visible. So that'll mean the Duergar in the hallway is visible as well now. So that would be with no just standard roll. So it's a 14, still a miss. They were both 14 and 16, both a miss. Same result. But at least now he knows the danger he's in. But it is just a standard-sized Duergar in front of Yannick at this point.
It's quite a nice little matchup there.
For now. One of them can change sizes. Harkness, we're back to you.
Well, Harkness can see this large thing now, and he regrets his life choices immensely. So he's just going to say, "Forsake it, SLA," and try and launch an Eldritch Blast, kind of like from his stomach, just straight forward, because it's quite close combat. So this will be at disadvantage, sadly.
Okay, well, give us a roll with disadvantage.
The good old Eldritch Blast.
The classic.
Classic. But he has got Inspo.
Okay.
So I guess I'm rolling it again at disadvantage.
Yes.
Do it.
Do it. At disadvantage. Do better this time. Oh, that's better.
That is better.
Just do it.
Nice.
That is-
do it. La, na, 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 na.
That is a hit.
And so as he's firing off this, Forsiket SLA, he is also going to, like something primal inside of him. So as much as it's a bolt of force, there's also like elements of ice that come out with it as he uses his feature, his racial feature or species trait, where he gets to do an additional 1d6 of cold damage. So let's roll damage for this. And then I'll give you a d6.
Okay, cool.
So 11 force plus 4 cold.
15 damage. Nice.
Get him.
What does that look like? What does Harkness's Eldritch Blast with cold damage look like?
Well, this one, it was quite sneaky because the thing was right there. So instead of being able to normally like stick his hand out and this wave of force just emanates down his arm with little ripples of snowflakes as everything he does is tinged with cold. This one, yeah, it's kind of just like quick draw and from the waist and just...
Nice.
It's a sneaky little gut shot.
Yeah.
It's the nut shot that Dandy wish he did.
Yeah. It hits him and it really takes the wind out of this. But he's still standing.
Oh dear. Does Tobias look wounded? Or is he just like, yeah, he's cool?
He's bleeding, but he's still standing and able to fight.
Cool. In that case, because Harkness is he can actually see him and he can see that, I mean, he probably actually saw him take that hit. And so he reaches out with his, he's got a connection to something and the little swirl of snow around, ice motes around Tobias, and he can get 2d6 of a healing.
Oh, nice. Do you want to, as the
thank
caster,
you.
give
You
that a
wanna roll
roll?
As he casts his healing light.
Much better.
So you can roll the 2d6.
Who's rolling? You're
You
rolling?
can.
Okay. I was going to say spellcaster should roll just to
Oh,
make
okay,
it,
well, I'll
just
do
to
it.
make it tidy.
Okay. 2d6. Here we go. 8. Get that in here. You right there, Tobias?
Much better, thanks, Harkness.
That's okay. Carry on.
All right, Tobias, over to you.
Tobias will do a quick hat tip over to Harkness, and then swing his greatsword up under the chin of the Dwarga in front of him. Whoosh!
Oh, give us a roll.
Get him.
Go with the clickies and the clicks.
Do it.
Hoi! Nat 20!
Shadoosh! All right, let's roll. Let's see this head come off.
Alright, click on damage and crit damage. Is that how we do it?
Yeah, roll both.
9 normal damage and 17 crit damage.
Yeah, I would like you to describe what his death looks like.
Tobias is going to bring up his sword just to try and chop him under the chin. He's going to slip on a bit of his own blood and be like, pop! Take his whole head off.
Yeah.
It's going to drop to the ground like a watermelon.
Yeah. It's funny, like, as it comes off, his body is the first to shrink in its dying state. It falls down to the ground, but that head, in its enlarged state, like, lands onto the ground next to it, like this weird decapitated bobblehead.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just make a squeezy noise like a balloon deflating.
Yeah, just out of the top of its neck, and its legs are like this. Yeah.
Ew. With a wet skin noise.
Yeah.
Tobias will use his movement to go into threaten this Dwarga in the hallway.
Okay.
On guard, you villain!
He's got the wind taken out of him. He's not looking strong. Dandy, over to you.
Psychic blade. Damn it.
Is there any message for the combatants?
You've got to stop focusing on his groin. That is another miss.
It's so hard not to. It's like right there. It's covered in hair.
Why doesn't he have pants on, for crying out loud?
I don't know whether it being covered in so much hair is a good thing because it's hiding stuff, or it's a bad thing because it's just all in your imagination.
Yeah. It's like the enlarged spell didn't quite work, and his scale armor is more like a tank top and small, tight little pants, and it's just his pubes are just like coming out over the top of his. Yeah, and that is about face height, unfortunately, for Dandy. Anything? Oh yeah, you've got a bonus move there.
Was
Yep,
there
yep.
advantage there for the multiple combatants? at all?
Oh, actually, it would be
Sneak attackable.
it would be sneak attackable. So if she had
If I'd hit, I
hit,
could've
it would have
got my
been
sneak
sneak
bonus.
attack. Yeah. But you do have a bonus attack if you want to take it, or
I do. Okay. Waves of nausea have passed. Okay, saying to myself, second attack. Oh god, no, I looked at it again.
yeah. Sorry, if there was someone like on the other side of him, then you'd get advantage for flanking. But there's no one on the other side, so yeah, it's another miss. Unfortunately, you try not to look at it, just throwing out these little swipes with your psychic
But then
blades.
it's like, oh.
Yeah. Your psychic blades are kind of invisible, so everyone can just see you just kind of like making hand motions near it.
Well, it's like throwing.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm trying to sack tap him.
Yeah. And look, honestly, in his state, a sack tap probably would have taken him out. But
I missed.
Yeah, you have missed. It is the Dwerge's turn. We'll go downstairs. to Yannick. The Dwerger and Yannick, they're like the yin and yang of each other. It looks like the Dwerger is almost like a negative image of Yannick. Yannick holding his warhammer, and the Dwerger, holding his war pick. He calls him some kind of name, something that only a dwarf would call another dwarf that is like against everything he stands for. It's this very specific dwarvish term, and very rude. He has rolled very well with a roll of 22, which I know Yannick has got a massive AC, but not big enough. Not big enough. So that is going to drop him by 10 HP. And after the hit, the Dwerger is just laughing and pushing into him like he's holding that war pick in him for a bit, really getting in his face and like spitting and frothing at the mouth in anger at Yannick. Yannick just trying to hold his composure. Upstairs, this Dwerger that is like barely able to hold on, just is surrounded and looks around and sees only one of you bleeding. And he lifts up his war pick and brings it down on Tobias.
No.
It is a roll of a 9. It's just this damage that he's in, this taking the wind out of it. It does like slam. You're standing in the doorway. It just like slams in the frame above you. It's like an overhand swing, and it dislodges the top of the frame, like gets caught for a bit, and he pulls off a bit of the wood. But it's too late to really do much. But he holds his ground. There is from further down the hallway a creaking.
God damn.
It's Yannick's turn. We're going to return downstairs to Yannick, who definitely felt the hit of that. Just trying to see what else, like, trying to think of what Yannick would do. He has like a command spell. I know he's used that before to do stuff like speak a one-word command, must succeed to choose that he can either drop, flee, grovel, or halt.
Weapon, maybe?
So, does he try and take an attack, or do you think he would maybe
I reckon
go for
grovel.
this? Yeah?
Like, just put this guy in his place. Also, it means that he's prone for the next attack. So
True. Yeah, okay. We can do that. He's going to do that. It's a bold move, but he hasn't fought a Dwerger before, and he doesn't know what he's up, and he's just taken a big hit. He wants this thing basically in a prone state.
Out of character, can you use that spell to like cheat? You know, like get extra wishes. So can you say like acquiesce, and then whatever you say next?
No, you can choose. There's set commands that you can use: approach, drop, flee, grovel, and halt. So grovel is the one that basically just gets down into a prone condition, as in into submission. So what does he have to do? He has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw. All right, wisdom saving throw. Poison spells as well as to resist being charmed. Okay. Charmed. I'm just making sure there was nothing. He has rolled a 10 against 12, which is a fail. So yeah, Yannick bloodied, just with this thing in his face. I don't know if he's got like what he uses to connect to his spell casting, but he shouts out "grovel," and the Dwerger just stops. And on its next turn, it will do the thing. But what Yannick hears from downstairs, which definitely makes his blood run cold, is just the creaking of the back door. Okay. Harkness.
this is fine.
You guys don't hear that, by the way. There's too much going on upstairs.
We can hear obvious creaking from behind this guy, though, can't we?
You can hear that one, yeah.
In that case, Harkness is and this guy looks pretty beat up, yeah?
Oh yeah. This guy is very winded.
In that case, Harkness's eyes glow golden for a moment, and he yells out "Dordergaram," and a bolt of sacred flame lands on this guy unless he makes a Dex saving throw.
Okay, Dex saving throw. He does have advantage on saving throws. Just so you know. Just so you know.
Lame.
He is rolled with advantage a 10.
10 is less than the DC of 13. So he takes 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay, roll your damage.
I should just be able to click on my character sheet. Sacred Flame, 1d8. Yeah. Roll. 6.
That is the perfect number. What happens to him? Because this is him dying.
He's just been bashed and beaten. He slammed and he's a bit distracted because he's just hit the thing into his pick into the door and he's trying to dislodge it. And then just through the ceiling, this bolt of fire just slams into the top of his head after Harkness does his Dodr Garam. And and then just like he disappears in this beam of light for a moment and then
Nice.
it dulls and he
Just drops to the ground. Yeah. The smell from these like different means, like the blood and the burning and stuff, is really adding to the pungent aromas of this tavern. And as it drops to the ground, you hear just another bellow coming from the end of the corridor. You still got, I guess, bonus action and movement.
That might be a you thing, Tobias. Sorry, very quickly, bonus action. Do I have a bonus action? Bonus action. Nope. Tobias looks fine enough. Dandy's fine enough. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Tobias, over to you.
Great shot, Harkness.
Thanks.
Tobias is going to click on his token, not the door, into the hallway, and he's going to level his greatsword and sprint down the hallway.
Okay. Give us a roll to hit with disadvantage.
Yeah.
I want this to work so badly.
I want this to work so badly. You stop about there.
Okay, cool. And I click on the button, which I click on. The button. 22, but it's disadvantage, so 13.
You have inspiration at all?
Inspiration popping off? No, I do not.
Okay. You get to this point, and there's like you feel your sword slide against like metal and just get pushed off to the side and up against the wall and sort of stopping just shy of the door into the last bedroom on the right.
At the last moment, I use my sweet weapon mastery for graze, which means since my sword is so long, whooshink, he takes 2 damage anyway.
Yeah, nice. The sword like slides off the steel, like obviously his shield, slides off him and grazes him for 2 damage.
There's a fiend here!
A fiend?
A villain! A son of a bee!
Anything else from Tobias?
That's it.
All right, Dandy, over to you. You've just seen this weird, like, glancing of the dwerger in front of you is like fallen down to the ground dead, and then Tobias has just run off and been affected by some invisible force.
Oh no. Can I yeet a blade over there?
With
Or,
disadvantage, you absolutely can.
Not even though I saw like the glancing blow and just aim it there.
He's invisible. He's completely invisible.
Bastard. Okay.
You don't know what you should be aiming at. Is he on the left of the corridor? Is he on the right of the corridor? Is he big? Is he small? You got no idea.
Okay. Disadvantage. I do that with this thing. Disadvantage. And then I find the blade. Huh. Come on, dice. I got a 15?
15 is a hit.
Oh, yes!
You like launch your psychic blade across this little shimmering down this hallway, and it disappears into something, into that invisibleness. You just hear like this groan come from within that area.
Okay, and damage. Do I get sneak attack damage because brother's right in front of it?
Yeah, you do.
Let's go.
Woo! 10 psychic plus 2 sneak. Sneak.
Okay, 12 damage. That's not bad.
Wait, do I have to be over there? Do I get sneak? Do I get sneak when I'm throwing things?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah. You just. What? Yeah, no,
bow
you
and
do.
arrow is
Yeah,
same,
yeah,
right?
totally. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
You just need to have either advantage on your throw or have an ally within 5 feet of the enemy.
Yeah.
So you've got
Okay.
the latter.
Great.
He's not
Can
happy
I-
though.
Can I throw in a second blade?
You do get a second throw. That's also disadvantage.
Okay. Hang on to the. Okay, disadvantage is still there.
Yeah.
Come on, dice. Let's go, dice.
No.
Oh, 14. No.
Unfortunately,
Just
not
goes-
this time.
Disappears down the hallway.
Yeah. This time you see it like bypass the hallway completely through the wall at the opposing end of the corridor. Hopefully,
I
it didn't
still
hit a
get-
neighbor.
Do I still get movement?
Yeah, you've still got movement.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Do. Wait, what is my movement?
It'll be
I
25
should
or
have paid
30.
more attention. Okay.
You can get
okay.
there. You can get there for sure.
Yep. Great.
Okay. It is the Dwerg's turn.
Hello, Tobias.
Again, we're going to go downstairs to Yannick for a moment. And the Dwerga downstairs just slowly gets down onto its hands and knees. It puts its sword and shield to its side and starts groveling at Yannick's feet.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, forgive me for everything. I didn't mean to hurt you.
And ends its turn there. Yannick, having seen this, is stoked at the opportunity that opens for him on his next turn. But has also got an ear out for that creak of that door. And there's just footsteps making its way through that kitchen area in the back. And he looks around and sees this Dwerga taking form in the doorway. At first it's small, but slowly and surely grows to a larger size in front of his very eyes. So the first time he's seen this, and despite having one on its in a prone state in front of him, is suddenly very aware of the threat behind him. And upstairs, we have an invisible Dwerga that is about to do something. Let's just roll some dice and just see what that something is. It is a critical success, this thing.
Is he visible now?
He becomes invisible once he attacks, yeah. So
He's not visible.
he's invisible right now. He becomes visible when he attacks. So as Tobias is standing there, you've come in to do these attacks. One of them hits, the other one goes through it, and you're not sure what's going on. But you can feel like a shift in the air, like a breath being inhaled and then just exhaled, and he comes into form, this enormous Dwerger in front of you, Tobias, and the war pick is just coming down into your direction. It is a crit success. It is 20 piercing damage.
Are you okay?
Tobias is a fountain of blood.
Oh,
he's got
no.
very healthy ankles, but the rest of him are he's pretty ruined. His white shirt is going to need a dry clean faux show. Oh, you swine.
And he's doing a similar thing to the one downstairs did to Yannick, where he's like leaning on it. He's putting pressure into it, and he's got the weight of that extra height that's really pushing down. Maybe that's what's turned this into like that critical hit, that critical damage from it. You can feel it sinking into your shoulder as he does it, and even scrapes down a little bit as it goes in. And it's just that smell. You thought the smell up here was bad. The smell from whatever it is that's living and mating in its beard, as well as the rotten teeth and gums, is just overflowing you. It feels like if you, this is what you imagine like the smells of dying would be. And it's Yannick's turn. We're going to go back downstairs once more to Yannick. Yannick is looking back and forth. He repositions himself behind the Dwerga, still very, very aware of the help that you may need upstairs. He grabs his warhammer in both hands and swings. With advantage, it's still a miss, unfortunately. Maybe it's just the tension of the moment, but having done that, he runs upstairs to take like your back. He sees Harkness at the sort of just at the top of the stairs. He sees Tobias at the end of the hallway, like pinned to the wall by this Dwerga, and he shouts, "There's 2 more downstairs!" Harkness, over to you. Oh, and he spins, so he's at the top of the stairs now with his back to you, Harkness. So he's ready for anything that is coming up the stairs.
Harkness is... That big Drogo doesn't look too badly injured, does he? Looks mostly fine.
I mean, he's damaged, but it's hard to tell because the majority of it's been psychic damage.
Oh, but like he's not kind of limpy and...
No, at this moment, he's just pressed up against the wall with Tobias.
Okay, we're going to try something. So Harkness is going to stare at this guy who is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, less than 30 feet away. And he's going to say, Lot uselli esi. And cast Suggestion. So after he casts that, and the Draugr has to make a willpower saving roll.
Okay.
And if it fails, I can suggest something.
What's willpower? That's wisdom, is it?
Yes.
No, or is it constitution? Oh, sorry.
Wisdom, mea culpa.
Oh, yeah, okay, wisdom. All right.
DC 13.
He gets advantage. All
mentioned.
Dwergers get advantage, unfortunately.
Ah, damn it.
It is a total of 19.
That is more than I had. But, you know, Harkness carries on with the spell because he doesn't know it's not going to work. So he first of all, he says, Lot Oseli SE, and then he says, help us to the best of your ability in whichever way we ask, which is less than 25 words.
Okay, yeah.
And then sees that he is still trying to kill Tobias. It's like, oh, shoot. And motes of snow again rise around Tobias, and he gets 1d6 of healing. Hang in there, buddy.
Whoa.
4.
Okay.
Oh, peppermint fresh. Thanks, Harkness.
It really is.
Tobias.
Tobias is struggling to think straight after that. A tactical veteran might have done something different, but he's so pissed off. He's bleeding, and he just swings his greatsword into the midriff of this beast in front of him, eager to get some vengeance. And with a roll of total of 22,
That's a hit.
and unseen previously to all of his mates, he's going to use a new spell, Crimson Smite. And he's going to swing his sword, and the sword will hit. He will pop his Crimson Smite to do an additional that much radiant damage, and I'm going to roll my normal damage. And the thinking behind this is that as his sword cuts in, the cut is going to kind of like detonate outwards in a crimson mist.
Nice.
To do a total of 17.
What's the rules on Divine Smite?
Yeah, sure. I'll drop it in the chat. So Divine Smite is a paladin ability. Once you hit, you spend the thingo, and
Awesome.
target takes 2d8. I get to do this
Hell
once
yeah.
for freezies.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
But normally it's a level 1 spell slot.
Oh, that's very cool. You've damaged to like the initial damage is decent. It's like 11. It just slices so deep into the Dwerger, who like stops that weight of that pick in your shoulder, loosens a little bit, as he seems to be very, very light on his feet for a moment, and then the divine smite just kicks in, just kills him. So tell me what that looks like.
Yeah, Tobias will take his sword into his midriff and then just twist on his hips and pull it out the other side.
Yeah,
Etiquette lessons concluded.
yeah. He drops down to the ground. You've got his blood and your blood like on you now. They might kiss. Anyway, so what's when the Dwerger drops to the ground? Is there any movement or anything else you wanted to do, Tobias?
Tobias will turn around, hat tip Dandy, who looks healthy enough, and he'll head back down towards where Harkness is, where he'll run out of steam and just catch his breath.
Hey,
This will
Dandy.
just like help steady him.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, Tobias is like leaning on Harkness. Dandy, you've heard Yannick appear. This enormous Dwerger is dropped. You just realize you don't know. You've killed 4. You don't know how many there are. There could be more anywhere hiding. And you're just kind of like frozen for a moment. But it is your turn.
It is, but there's definitely 2 on the stairs, and maybe we want to make our way towards the stairs. just to leave. Just to leave. So, yeah, she's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, long time no see, my brother. Can I see them down the stairs? Are they like
No,
right there?
The stairs kind of, they're like L-shaped. So you can see the landing at the bottom of the stairs.
Ah.
But that is like quite dark as well. There's no light down there at the moment. Yannick has got dark vision. There's a little bit of light landing on the landing from Tobias' sword, but it's this dark downstairs.
And from the ash mode.
Okay,
And the ash mode.
the single ash mode.
Yeah,
That thing
yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Can I ready an attack?
Yeah, just a standard, another psychic blade attack. If you
Yep.
see something,
Yep.
you're going? Yeah, cool. We can
Yes.
do that.
Camp.
Okay. It is the Dwerger's turns. There's like noise from downstairs. There's feet on ground. There's creaking boards. There's what sounds like furniture just being like thrown about down there. But you can't see what's happening down there. So you don't know what's happening down there. It's Yannick's turn. Yannick is damaged. Like you can see that he's bleeding. But what do we think Yannick would do?
I've seen him take the dodge action to prep before.
Or maybe
True.
use one of his Helios.
Yeah, a healy and a... Does he have bonus healing that he can dodge and heal?
He's got healing word. Yeah, maybe he would. He's going to prepare himself. Basically, he'll use healing word just at level 1, just to make sure he's okay. He speaks whatever words he would speak.
By Lordan's beard.
yeah, and gets back 7. Okay, that almost brings him up to max health. He's feeling a little better. Harkness, he looks to you. He just looks to the group. And Harkness, it is your turn.
Yeah, this is quite the pickle. Hopefully there's no more up here. You know what? Harkness is going to say Vuardik or TNA, and his eyes darken and the veins darken for a moment as he kind of gets his false life second wind type thing. And he will get 16 bonus,
Nice.
temporary hit points. Which also means that his armor of Agathis is still going.
Okay, cool. So is the armor of Agathis? Does that have hit points as well?
Yeah. So what happens is when you cast it, you can get 5 temporary hit points, but he already had 16, so it didn't override
Right.
it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
as long as I have temporary hit points for up to an hour, the armor is active.
Oh, right. Okay. So you're reinstating your temporary hit points.
Yeah, I'm just buffing it a
cool.
little bit.
Yeah,
so
yeah, cool.
Like
Synergy.
the icicles grow a little bit more as his eyes
Yeah,
darken
I
and,
like
and
that.
what have you. But otherwise, he's just going to try and he's going to finally shut that door.
He finally hooks the door and shuts it. Tobias.
We've got them on the run. And Tobias will enter the top of the staircase, ready his greatsword, and charge down the stairs.
Yeah, Yannick, I'll say Yannick readied like movement. So he's going down with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
On each lane,
We're gonna like
and we'll boost down there, ready to
put
plow
you guys.
someone.
You run to
Operation Snowplow.
You run down that first set of stairs to get to the little landing, turn and look down, and your sword lights up the room, and there's just two enormous dwergers standing at the bottom of that stairwell, just waiting for you. Shields up, war picks in hand. And that is where we're going to end for the night.
Oh no!
In our defense, we got through a few of them.
You did really
did.
well. Oh my gosh. You guys did really, really well. I did not hold back in any way at all. I was even like, I was trying to be as cunning as I could, wait for you to be in specific points to bring things in and mess things up. So you guys did really well. It also made me realize you guys are pretty strong right now, which is fantastic. Really good. Yeah.
Like, don't
Tobias,
overestimate how strong we are.
Yeah. I love the closed door, and then you're actually in the room in the open door, so you can come up behind. That was sneaky.
yeah, I was looking forward to that.
I like the way you made the elderly, sickly dwargers on the ground floor at the end too. That was pretty good.
Yeah, the older, grosser,
Yeah.
they're all like, they've got like leprosy and
Yeah, exactly.
popcorn lung or something.
Yeah, cardboard weapons.
Bird pixie along.
Yeah. CJ wanted to know what the new rules were for Paladin Smite, but I think we went over that, which was immediate after hitting a target with a melee weapon. Target takes, radiant damage 2d8. Damage increases by 1d8 if the target is a fiend or an undead. That's pretty cool. Yeah, but that was really cool, guys. That was awesome. Nice session of combat. Yeah. How's Tobias? How's Tobias doing?
Oh, wait. He's a bleedy a lot.
I
bleedy
was,
a lot, no.
I was, my goal was to like at least drop one of you into a dying state. I was trying really hard to get one of you into a dying state. And then like, I was like, oh, Harkness, easy. That was why I was like, oh yeah, we can take him out. But that, the temporary hit points, the ice armor means he's actually quite hard to take down.
He's got
To-
37 hit points generally.
Yeah, that's huge.
Oh man.
Then Yannick, I was like, look,
Embarrassing.
there's no way Yannick's going to get hurt because he's got such a high AC. And then so I thought, oh, I'll just leave. I'll maybe have like one down there or two. I'll figure something out. It's you guys that I wanted to like. You guys are the squishy ones, and you're not even being squishy. So that sucks.
You got that high roll on Yannick too, so he's like,
Yeah, that was a nice surprise for the Dwergers, I think.
A couple of crits from them, wasn't there?
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
hitting hard.
I think just one. I think there was one crit, and that was on Tobias. The other one was just a very high roll at disadvantage, I think, on Yannick.
I'm starting to think that AC 11 is insufficient.
Well, I mean, you combat that by having the temporary hit points. I think that works out pretty well because, like, you look like something that would be easy to hit, and suddenly you're just not. You're not really, which is kind of cool. Dandy, what's your AC? I don't even think anyone managed to get an attack on you.
My AC is 15.
Yeah. Okay. That's not too bad.
It's all right,
Yeah.
but I've got fewer hit points than the wizardy, so feeling a little stink.
Well, his is only temporary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's
I mean,
if
if you
he
do it constantly, but it's still only temporary.
But it's still it's a bonus action, right?
It is an action.
That's an action. So I mean, you can still be pressured to not be able to use it if like things got tough. Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Really
just
cool.
constantly stimming like in Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
The stim packs.
Cool. Oh, I think John's going to come back at a pretty sweet time next week.
Get him,
Also gives-
John.
Also, yeah. Also, I think we did a good thing for Yannick with his actions tonight. I think that was cool.
It felt authentic.
Yeah, I'm very keen to see what happens in the rest of Kier Dinaval as well.
I reckon
Very
Yannick
keen.
gets inspiration for being a complete bro.
Yeah.
Does he have inspiration? I probably should have checked actually.
Probably an entire
Inspiro
floor by
bro.
himself.
How do you tell if you've got inspiration in these character
The
sheets?
red dots
Inspiration.
appear.
Okay, so he's already got inspiration, so he can't get it. So let's talk inspiration. Who? I don't think anyone has it. Like you guys all used it. Is that right?
I vote
Yeah.
Dandy for psychic vasectomy.
Repeated attempts.
Funnily enough, that's what I used my inspiration on. Hooray.
Yeah.
CJ Flanagan says Tobias should get it for the loss of his weasel. What happens? Can you just concoct a new one whenever you want? What's the deal?
I can spend spell slot or ritual to summon him back out again.
Oh, yeah,
the
cool.
Crimson artifact, and he can materialize again. But I
Okay,
can't do
cool.
it in battle or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's cool.
So he's not gone. He's
Yeah.
just temporary.
Banished to the pocket realm.
Yeah. 25 GP on a ritual spell. That's what CJ Flanagan is saying? Is it going to cost you 25 gold?
Just a
1
bit of
hour or a
charcoal.
ritual. Yep.
Oh, I
Oh,
don't
this-
have that spell anymore to check.
The 2014 rules he's saying has 25 GP on a ritual spell. Is it the same in 2024?
It is verbal semantic material, burning incense worth 10 plus gold pieces, which the spell consumes. 1 hour
Right.
or ritual.
I haven't been checking like things if there's been anything else that requires cost, but I don't think there is. Most stuff is usually just like using your spell casting device. Yeah, that's good to know.
And can we put reset for inspiration for our new battle cry of housekeeping?
I do quite enjoy housekeeping.
Well,
Be
my
like, stomp on their body and be like, house cleaning, motherfucker! Your house just got clean.
Yeah.
all right. So, Christian, who are you voting for?
Reese. Sorry, Tobias.
Tobias. And you're the same, is that right, Moj? All right, Reese. Tobias gets inspiration
Yeah.
in preparation for next week, which
How
might help
sweet.
considering he's going up against 2 dwergers at the bottom of the stairs.
Well, I mean, these are John's because we killed 4. So John, pick up.
That is true. You guys did. I think the teamwork on these 4 upstairs was fantastic. I feel like everybody got like damage in.
I mean, I do still like the whole like speed bagging of Dandy and various things. But at least it looks
That was an unfortunate choice of words. Too.
play some favorite songs. Anyway,
Sucked it.
Okay, well that's us. I think that's good. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for playing. You guys have done an amazing job as always. Thanks to everyone who came and watched. Anytime you guys spend time watching us is appreciated. We do this for us, but we also put it out there so you can enjoy it. And the fact that you guys sit and watch like hours of us is just, I love it. It's fantastic. Thank you so much. What's it? What's that? It goes out to you
It's
guys.
a little hat.
Yeah, that goes out to you guys. I do this every week, but I know you guys are already doing this. But subscribe to us on YouTube just do it. Just subscribe to us on YouTube because it's free and it helps. come and see us on the Discord if you want to come see us on the Discord. Oh, CJ Flanagan resubscribed on Twitch for 3 months, which is he's been subscribed for 3 months. Thank you so much, CJ. You get a little bit of that. We did put a little bit of money today into picking up some furniture packs and stuff for maps, which I used in this one that I built today. So thank you so much for the support. Every dollar that comes into us gets put back into it in some way. And if I end up having to make more maps, I might even use some of the money to get a subscription to Dungeon Scroll, because there's a bunch of extra features that actually look really good. And I might just have to like subscribe 1 month every now and then just to do something. But it's good to know that it's really easy to use and pretty effective.
Thank you to our Patreons for making it rain so that we could pay for that assets.
Speaking of which, here is a link to our Patreon where you can support us regularly if you wanted to. If you didn't want to do it here on Twitch, you could do it there on Patreon. Like I said, everything over there comes back into this in some way. And you get, if you don't watch us live, you do get, like if you miss a session, you do get it a week before anyone else sees it on YouTube. So it helps. What else did I see? I saw a quick message from Drop Shadow. Excellent session. Thanks, crew. Thank you, Drop Shadow. And thank you for your ongoing support as well. Appreciate it. But we'll be back next week with John. John will be back. We'll have to let him know the situation he's in. I'm actually quietly glad you didn't wrap up this section completely because I think it would have been way more confusing if next week's events are going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to next week. It'll be very, very cool.
Collecting our intestines off the floor.
Well, that's just Tobias. Yeah. You've got 2 more Draugrs to get through, and then I think we're going to have some pretty interesting shit happen in the 10 towns. So come back next week, see what happens to the crew with the Draugrs, and see what is going to unfold. CJ says he's got some Rime assets if I want them. I always want them, because that helps. That'd be great. Anything that helps this whole thing look and run smoother is good by me. Speaking of by me, by you. Bye, everybody. Good night, everybody.
Ciao.